Futurelooks CES 2012 coverage is brought to you by Cooler Master. Celebrating 20 years of innovation and excellence with visually striking products like the new Cooler Master Cosmos 2 Ultra Tower chassis. Hi, I'm Steven with Futurelooks.com, and we're at CES 2012 in Las Vegas. We're hanging out at the NZXT suite, and we want to tell you about some really cool things that they've got happening at the show. I'm here with Kitty, and she's going to run through a couple of the new improvements on the Phantom 410, which is the follow-up to the original Phantom.
Yep, I'm just going to go over a couple basics, and as you can see here, if you want to pan over and look, these are not the colors that were released in December. You know, this case launched December 1st, a little earlier last year. So I'm going to go over these three colors, which are colors we're going to be launching in about February. These colors were actually chosen by our fans, and these are chosen directly by them. We put them out there and we let them choose. So these are the top colors they chose, which is the white with the blue trim. You can see. We'll go over here, we have the black with the white, or the black with the white trim, that's right. And then over here, this was actually the most popular one. This was the black with the orange trim, which we did have a case similar on the Phantom. So people loved it, they wanted it, we brought it back. So basically we're just gonna, let's come over to the white one over here, and let's go over a couple of the features. So the one thing I wanted to talk about is the door. You know, the Phantom door was held by a magnet. So a lot of people were like, you know, sometimes it opens up, or, you know, maybe there's a sound, it kind of claps, closes. So this one, we actually took that input, and it's a push, open, and close. So it's very sturdy. As you can see, we have these hinges here. So you just close it, shut, you know, and it's very sturdy. Also, obviously, we switched it so that the door opens from the other side here now. So obviously, it's a lot easier to access. Up here we have your 30-watt 3-step fan controller, obviously. We have the Dual 3.0, the Dual 2.0, and of course your audio. Here is the power and the reset button. And of course in here, let me just turn the case because I don't want you to keep going back and forth. Right here, as you can see, the main feature, I would say the feature or the case, it would be how toolless it is. Because we know how much of a hassle it is to pull out hard drives, or, you know, you want to put new things in your case and you have to pull this out, pull that out. So the great thing about this is how everything is almost toolless. So this we did have on the Phantom, as you can see. I'm weak, so
let me try.
Yeah, let's get your going hands to do it. See, there you go.
There you go.
Don't have me do it, but anyways, you can close it. It's very easy. Obviously not for me. I don't know, my hands are weak. I've been doing this all day. So there's a pivot fan right here, so you can adjust it. So this is actually really great because you can actually choose where you want the airflow, the direction to go towards. So that's another cool thing that is in here. Also, we have these two hard drive cages. This one is very easy to take out. As you can see, I'll just show a demonstration. You can just pull it out very easily. Everything is toolless. It makes it a lot easier. You know, you don't want to lose all the screws. Obviously, that's another thing when you have cases. So it just slides back in there very easily. And as you can see here, we have a bunch of cutouts that we put in the Phantom 410. This makes it a lot easier for cable management. You know, you can stick everything in the back. It actually has a lot of clearance if you want to stick your finger. Like right here, you can see. My hand's kind of small, so I don't know if you think, wow, that's huge. But this is a lot of clearance. It's up to 25 millimeters of clearance. You can just pretty much stick everything back there. Keep your case really clean and nice looking right here. So this does have dual radiator support at the top, up to 240. As you can see, you could probably come up here and look. There's a fan included in there, but you can pull that out really easily, you know, and put that in there. So basically, you know, we try to put as many features as we could in there, but, you know, keep the price low. The MSRP is at $99.99, so it's definitely kind of, you know, a lot less than the original Phantom, and it is a mid-tower. A lot of people have been asking for a mid-tower, so here it is. If you don't have it already and you wanted to get a mid-tower of the Phantom, this will fit perfectly on your desk. You know, you can show it off, and it does come in a bunch of different colors. So if you guys are waiting for something different, you didn't want the original Phantoms, they will be out in February.
I think I was most surprised about the $99 price point. I thought that was actually a typo.
No, this is $99.99.
So for any of these colors, it's still $99?
Yep, there's no difference. This is all, you can choose whatever color you like. It's going to be the same price. You're going to get all the features. It's all going to be the same.
Fantastic. And I think there's actually something that we missed on the power supplies because there's a really cool feature of them. So let's go check that out right now.
Awesome.
So as promised, there are some really cool things at the NZXT booth, but we're going to come back to something that launched a little while ago, but there's actually a feature of it that isn't very well covered by a lot of sites, including us, because we're looking at the performance, the power supply, wattages, and everything. But the warranty is something that's actually very unique with this one, isn't it, Kitty?
Yes, it's very unique. We're actually the first people to do it, so definitely want to talk about it. It's called the Less Than 3 service program, and it is our new service program that we are doing. And basically what it is if anything were to happen to your power supply from NZXT, if it were to fail, it's covered by a 5-year warranty. If anything were to happen, we will replace it. We will do 2-way shipping. We'll cover the cost there and from, and nobody else does that right now. So that is actually a very big part of this. And in fact, we not only cover the HAIL 82, but we also do the HAIL 90s.
So let me get this straight. If my gaming rig was to bust a cap and I needed to be without my power supply, I don't have to be without my power supply if it's an NZXT one, because you will cover cross shipping with a new power supply. You're basically going to send me one right away so that I can have one and then take my time sending back my other one, correct?
Yes. If your cap was busted in your gaming rig, we will send you a replacement. And right now, this is something new, and we want to make sure that our customers and the gamers are going to be able to get up and running quickly. So that's something new we want to try. Right now, we're just doing it for US and Canada, but obviously we want this to succeed. So if it does really well, we're going to try to expand to other areas and do that for them too.
Fantastic. That's a really awesome customer service feature. Definitely something that a lot of people, including ourselves, have completely glazed over, because we normally don't think about that with power supplies.
It's a great power supply. I mean, it's 100% Japanese capacitors, and it is a great supply, but the service program is great too. So, that's something that I would say is great in the package deal.
Perfect. Now we're going to look at one more thing, and this is kind of special for NZXT. It's right in that corner over there, so we're going to go check that out. Now, we did promise one more thing at the NZXT booth at CES 2012. This is Shin over here. He's one of the main designers from NZXT, and he's actually got something really special to show off to us. What do you have here, Shin?
Well, we have a flagship case here. It's a full tower case. It's called a Switch 810. We just finished setting up the whole thing with the components inside. Now, as you can see, we have many cases packed with features. I want to start with something that we have on top here. On top, you can see right here is we have designed a specially fin system that you can open and close relatively easily, and then you can pop the bag open and you can install your triple fans. These are 140s.
So basically a triple radiator 140 millimeter full size radiator can fit right inside here with a push-pull configuration.
Yes, exactly. Inside you can fit a really thick radiator, a triple 140, up to 65 millimeters. Now, if you don't install fans on the bottom of the radiator, you can take it up to 90 millimeters. So theoretically, you can put a push-pull. With the top, you have the fans for pulling, and at the bottom, you have the fans for pushing. So that's for the top. Now, for the front, you have two USB 3.0s, 2.0s, SD card reader, and you have this LED button right here that pushes the light, that turns on the light in the back of the I/O panel. Now, in the nighttime, or when you try to reach out in the back of the case, if you can't see the back, it's really hard to plug in your cables. So what we did was that we designed this button right here, and that you just push it in, and the whole back I/O panels lights up, and that it's easier for the users to see, and they can plug it in whenever they wanted to.
That's actually a really useful feature, Shin. I know from personal experience that when I'm reaching back there in the middle of the night, or even during the day where it's really dark, dusty back there, finding the right hole to plug my monitor cables, my USB, it's way too difficult without a light. So definitely having that feature built in is a huge time saver.
Yes, definitely. And to continue, in the front we have a hot swap, and you can easily remove this, and then you can take it out, and you can install your hard drives, put it in, and then push back right in. So that's easy. Like the top, the front, you can easily just push it, and it pops up, and you have the two 140s, or you can install two 120s in the front. On the bottom, you have a filter, same push and then out pops the filter. This is, a lot of companies are not doing that, and I think it's very important because the air actually not only gets sucked in from the front, it also gets sucked in from the bottom as well. So
that looks really slick, because I know a lot of times when you're trying to pull out a fan filter, right, you either have to move the case or you have to undo the front somehow from the inside. This actually makes it really easy to clean the filters and keep your system running at peak performance. And I do like the fact that the 140mm fans are actually pivotable, because then that way you can push the air wherever you need it.
Right, exactly. Now, so I mean, the other thing about this case is that it's strictly just, it was water cooling ready. I mean, on the bottom you can actually take out the hard drive cage. Both of the hard drive cages, we had 2 hard drive cages, you can take it out. The bottom one you can take it out and you mount a 240 rad on the bottom. So, and the other thing is that we have a new hard drive mounting way, which is the traditional way of mounting your hard drive is from the left side, but we did it from the right side. So when users want to swap out their new hard drives, all they have to do is pop open the right side panel. They don't have to touch the left side panel. That's one good thing. And for people who use users who have a lot of components, they want to show off their rig, we have a huge side panel cutout, so they'll be able to see that.
Now, this flagship case, as I'm hearing, doesn't actually have a flagship price. It's actually very affordable, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, for a case that's able to accommodate a lot of the high-end components, usually you're looking at around like $200 or up, but this we are charging it at $169.
That's fantastic. And this is going to be available after the 17th?
Yes. Yeah. The launch day will be on the 17th of January.
Well, that's fantastic. Thank you very much, Shin. And for more CES 2012 coverage, please visit Futurelooks.com and check out our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Futurelooks.com. And make sure that you stay subscribed to our Twitter and our Facebook. We've got updates every single day of the week. So take care. My name is Steven. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again.